James, can you hear us?
Chris, there's a lot of coppers. Right in front there, there's maybe a couple hundred lined up. I've never seen all the journalists are running up the tunnel. The journalists are now running through the tunnel, and a lot of officers are now arriving on the scene.
Talk us through what happened.
I don't know. I just arrived. I just got the message that they need people here, so I just came over from the other protest. Because the other protest was pretty weak, right? It's just people sitting outside the station. But this one, there's actually shit going down. It's very nervous right now. I'm just going to move forward to try. Hey, you're here. This is a friend I just met. We met at thank you. We met at One Chai, and we came here together because we heard there was trouble.
And who are the people running through the tunnel?
So you see, we're all here. So there's a lot of resentment against the police. The ones over at One Chai police stations were considered too soft. You know, they were just sitting on the floor, and then their action was to actually leave the floor once people start to complain and register their crime inside the station, file a report. So their plan was to actually give back that position to the police. So they had no intention of occupying the police HQ for long term. So they were quite weak, and most people are pissed off, right, at the cops after yesterday, after that Rodney King style beatdown, Ferguson style beatdown. Everyone's very upset at the police. The youth are pissed, right? The youth are pissed. Those are social workers, they're peaceful people, but the youth are fucking pissed after. I've never been in a situation like this, Chris. This is the first time we've been in such a tense situation.
And can you give us a recap of what's been happening the last 24 hours?
Well, basically, 24 hours ago, they attempted to clear the site. We're going to go into the action now. I don't want to stay here. I'm going to get us a better view. We're going to go directly where everything's happening. We're going to go down there now with my new comrade here.
Upside down.
This is my new brother, my new comrade who's here to protect me side by side. And we're ready to serve some justice tonight.
Good on you.
I know. We've arrested one student, confirmed. One arrest. Chris, is this tweeted? Has this been tweeted? We need to get this out there.
Yeah, I'm tweeting it.
Shit, you can't tweet to my users. Let me tweet to everyone on the, because the activist network and all that. So let me just roll up there for about 30 seconds. So can you actually let me retweet your tweet, okay?
Yeah, you retweet my retweet.
Yeah, let me just retweet yours. 1 second, please.
I'm going to call you out in a new tweet. Hang on. Okay, I just tweeted you, so just retweet that.
Okay. Police are arriving right here. They're just giving us the warning. Police are coming from where? Over there? Alright, we're gonna back up this area. Okay, here they come in masses. Fuck.
What's going on, James? Live TV! Live TV! Live TV! I don't know if you can hear me. But if you can, try to tell us what's going on, or just say something.
咁啲先要喐女人你哋嚇，你喐佢頭髮，全部都全世界見到啊，知唔知啊？嚇，全世界見到你哋喐過嚟呢個頭髮，你呢個係人都人哋，你哋全世界都見到。有啦，當初咪叫你打人㗎，叫你保護市民㗎。行人路唔係你哋行啊，你哋唔係人啊，落街啦！落街啊，睇住。我冇行人路喺條橋，人先行上嚟㗎。落街啦！要你車行啊！So what's happened is they basically moved into the park, right? The cops moved into the park, which is the student area. And they might have been posing to see the reaction. They might have been probing to try and see what the reaction would be if they entered our territory. And they did, right? A small squad of 5 came into the center of the park. Immediately they were mobbed. They were mobbed and pushed to the side, and they had to retreat. So they've now retreated back to their original position, back here now. They've attempted to come in once, but they've backed off.
We're joining live from Hong Kong with James Bang. We started this live stream in an emergency situation, so we haven't had time to announce ourselves yet. But these are live scenes from Hong Kong right now.
The situation, that's the road. That's the long road behind here. 上㗎啦，而家 live 啦，live 嚟㗎，live 啦，上咗啦 YouTube， 而家全世界睇到，而家全世界可以睇到。Luckily, the whole world, we are streaming live on YouTube. Do not be afraid. We are live on YouTube. The world is watching. We are live. We are live. The world is watching. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Hey. Time to stop it. Justice. 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 One more time for the international audience.
Yeah, I will recap in Chinese.
No, we come in Chinese.
I will recap in Chinese. Justice in Hong Kong in Cantonese means 正義. English they don't have.
Yeah. We are Hong Kong. Yes, we are. We are Hong Kong. 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 We are你哋有冇留意先？我想問下你哋，你哋知唔知醜㗎？你知唔知你後面啲同事咁樣陰陰嘴笑啊？笑乜撚嘢啊 ？We're not afraid. We are not afraid is the message. We are not afraid is the message here in Hong Kong. We do not forget. We do not forget. 你哋除咗件衫放咗工，係咪香港人？你食啲啊！你冇得食啫！唔好咁話啦，全世界都笑緊你㗎，都係咁㗎咯。YouTube 而家手機即刻排到 ，YouTube Live 台香港即係會即刻排到 YouTube。佢係英國，佢係美國，而家 comment 緊呢個嘅情況。So there now, it looks like they are leaving the scene. It looks like they are clearing out. leaving with their losing tail. So they're leaving with their tails behind their backs, is what they're saying. So can someone explain what are the dark blue officers? What is the difference between the dark blue and the light blue? I don't know. Because I see these guys, the color is different. These are light blue and these are dark blue officers. They go for armor. Okay, so is that like special forces? Okay, so these blue troops there are like SWAT, special forces. They have
If you
extra
had your YouTube, they were scared of the YouTube.
training for beating the unarmed people. So the dark blue ones have the extra thugs. They the team which who throw and shoot tear gas. They're the team that throw the tear gas. So the dark blue team is the tear gas team. They're the danger people. They're the ones who was recorded pulling a woman's hair and throwing her to the ground. Two of the dark blue people yesterday. And that video is all over the web. Yeah, we are Hong Kong. Yeah, we are Hong Kong. We are Hong Kong. Yeah.
Is that in your Twitter stream? I'll retweet that video you're talking about.
I don't have that video, but I'll get it for you. I'll get it for
No
you later.
worries,
You
no
can
worries. I'll find it. Don't worry. You're doing a good job. You're working very, very hard.
I'm from Hong Kong, right? I was born in Hong Kong. My baby is born in Hong Kong. The world has to see what's happening here and how much abuse these students have taken from the police, right? You cannot just throw a citizen that is handcuffed onto the floor and gang kick him 6-7 officers, taking for 4 minutes. That's inhumane. That's worse than torture. And police force like this. That's why everyone is upset right now. Very upset at the local police here in Hong Kong.
Just going through the last few days of tweets and the hashtag Hong Kong police beating protester.
That was the tunnel last night. That was temporarily occupied for about an hour or so until police took it back with force. And now this road is what divides the students on one side and the hundreds of officers directly across. They are armed. And they are armed, they're armed, and they are unarmed. They don't even have umbrellas. They have nothing. Most of them don't have umbrellas today. They've just come here unarmed. And at the other end you can see, well, you can see basically they're ready. So I'm just going to take us back to a bit of a more quiet spot now, because so what made everything all crazy was that dark blue SWAT team arriving, right? As soon as that dark blue SWAT team arrived, tensions just rose, right? Because they're the ones who are committing all the most violent acts have been committed by this blue team, this dark blue team. So when they started showing up and started to move into the park area, it just made everyone very on edge. And finally, they've been pushed away, and there's now like a perimeter set up where the students are on this side, where the students are on this end that I'm on. So I'm protected. I'm behind the student line, and the police are right ahead. And over here, the police are running somewhere. So over here, there's a whole line of police vehicles, right? There's maybe 15 police vans lined up straight, end to end. And see, they're running now. They're running. You see this? They're running. I don't know, but they are running. So we're just going to run with them. So no one else is chasing the cops. They're just letting them run. Wherever they're going, we don't know.
So they're running to go get on the buses?
They're in vehicles. So where they go from here, they might, okay, they're in a rush. They're really in a rush. Where would they be going? It must be the front area, right? The front end of the park, I think. Because there was a lot of tension at the very front end of the park. I believe they're about to get into these vehicles, drive straight down through the tunnel, and head towards the other end where I think there might be something going on. I could be entirely wrong, but just the way they rushed into their vehicles, I haven't seen that before. They normally march towards their vehicles, you know, and that, you know, marching style. But, oh yes, I'm right. See, something's happened. Everyone's now rushing to the other end of the park, which is where I suspected the cops are headed. So now we're gonna run there too.
All right, we're going to go Private Ryan style here and outrun.
But the message is don't leave, because they don't want this place to become empty, right? It could be a diversion. What they're saying is everybody don't leave. So there's going to be a good amount of students who do remain, but we're here to show what's happening, so we're going to go towards the front. We need to protect the students where it's the most dangerous. They don't have enough people. That does not sound good at all.咩事啊嗰度？呢度冇事，呢度冇事，一定冇事。就佢想走緊，而家反包圍緊。佢哋 reaction is here。係咩事嚟㗎？唔知啊，佢呢邊要增援。你行快啲。好。Please put my goggles back on because it seems dangerous here.
What is that?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
It looks like a Ghostbuster. James, can you just stand still and film it? Because we can't see anything.
I'm just going to go full screen.
It's very loud there, so we're getting a lot of distortion in his audio. I can't make out what that is on the guy's back.
I'd say it was a deadly weapon.
We're now at the very end of this tunnel, which is where the vehicles were headed towards. We're not sure why 5 or 6 vehicles, they immediately jumped into the cars, and they're now approaching this end. They're now approaching this end of the barricade. So you see, they're going to come through the tunnel, straight through there. They're starting to arrive. And right in the riot police, they have their helmets on, and they do have their warning flags ready. Shields are here, and we've seen the dark, officers with those canisters strapped behind the back, and even the guns are out now. The guns are out. The guns are out by certain officers, and this is the device. We're not sure what it is. Is it a gas? What is this?
Let's take a picture
Well, that's
of
a radio.
it.
It looks like a military radio with an antenna strapped down.
Yeah, I guess so. So he's police. I'm on the police end. I'm on the police end of the barricade now. But the police end of the barricade is being pushed back. So pretty soon, I'm going to be on the student end of the barricade if I just stay still. That's the video from James.
I can't tell if it's police whistles or if it's the tribe whistles.
Let's go back to full screen.
I see the police looking directly into the camera to see what was going on with their face shields on. Apparently James has climbed up on something, so he's got a better view. His video is a little shaky yet, but it's getting better.
Right now, the police are in front of us, and the students are being up. They are in the direct firing line of the front, and the supporting them.
Is there any way you can turn your mic volume down, James?
Not really. It's coming straight from the phone.
So all we get with all the noise is just kind of a buzzing sound. And right now it's 2:03 a.m. in Hong Kong. Some traffic is still moving through the area. Police were using chains to tie the barricades together earlier so the protesters couldn't take them.
There's actually right in the front line next to the students in front of the police. There's actually about 6 supporters sandwiched between the police and the students.
There are 50 students trapped where? 50 students between something.
They're all across this side here. And the student area goes all the way up and around to the other side.
Okay. I think he got booted back down to 3G again. It looks a little bit like a water paint when you move the camera.
Now, and just 3 minutes later, the red flags are down. The red flags are down. The situation is constant. Sort of. Somewhat. Calmer than before. So the red flags are
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
A lot better now.
So surrounding these protesters by the looks of it.
Right. So they're not actually surrounded. They're just in front of the protesters.
Right.
But there's two. There's the initial line here, and then there's the road where cars are still running, and directly in front of where we are, the press, there's another line of officers. However, the line of officers in front of us are not the regular cops. These are the special forces or SWAT team. They're the more advanced cops compared to the light blue uniforms in front. So you can see how they've set up. They put the regular blue street patrolmen on the front lines. Then you have one line of the special teams to back them up, with the white-collared commanders giving orders from behind. And then behind here, as extra protection, they have a secondary row of these special forces behind here, who are probably to support the front officers. But judging by the numbers, no more than 100 officers present. So I'd say there's 100 officers, maybe 2,000 students. So it does look like they are outnumbered, close to 10 to 1 here. They wouldn't do anything, right? You want to remain as calm as possible and just diffuse the situation. There's a lot of anger tonight because of what happened with the yesterday. She was in handcuffs. The head of anger. And so,
yeah, it looks to me like what the police are just trying to do there is to keep the students away from blocking the traffic lane there. They want to keep that traffic route open.
So these are the senior commanders. They've been given all the orders from here. And they're retreating. There's going to be loud cheering. Supporters on the other side, supporting cars honking on the other side. Students are loving this. They're seeing the special forces retreat, and they are going nuts. All around, the students are celebrating. Cheers all around from the students. So they've won a minor victory, but he still has his baton out. They're retreating. More of them from all directions are now retreating.
We still have all the white. A lot of the white shirts still have the helmets and stuff too, don't they?
But they've retreated the special forces, and that was what concerned the students, because they have all that extra weaponry on them. So that's what really riled up the students. The presence of these blue officers, the dark blue officers, is what really, really pissed them off, because the dark blue officers are responsible for a lot of the atrocities that happened yesterday. The beatings were committed by the plainclothes and the dark blues, not the regular light blue officers you see here. That's why they're very hostile towards these special forces, the dark blue officers. But it looks like the regular cops will be leaving too, because there's a van that's arrived, so it might just be to pick up the rest of the officers here. So now they're talking about taxes. He said, we're paying for your salaries. We're the people, right? You work for the people. And that's getting loud cheers all around. So they get it, right? You can see.
That is
the people of the youth of Hong Kong get it.
We're paying you to oppress us.
That's how it works.
We're just gonna. So a lot of cars on the other side, or vans, are honking in support as they drive by. Big cheers for these looks like vans. Big cheers. You know what position I'm in to get you this footage? I'm lying down on the highway just to get you this footage, guys.
Exclusive on-the-ground footage from James Bang in Hong Kong, only on the World Crypto Network. A perspective like no other.
From the front lines of the umbrella revolution. We're always on the front lines here in WCN.
We're not covering protests and stuff. We go on the air, and we have other shows too on the World Crypto Network. We just had a show on how to detect fraud and how to discover how to figure out if people are trying to scam you.
The light blues look like they're recruiting as well. For a receipt to their target. So they haven't all retreated, just half of the officers have retreated. But you can see there's no more than maybe 40 officers left now to the initial 100. So the numbers have dwindled, but that was purposely done. I think they're retreating unit by unit, which is better to like. So it's retreating squad by squad.
Probably as the rides for the buses are available, they're just taking a bus load at a time.
That makes sense, yes. So it looks like any major violence today was...
We're at 40% oppression.
Yeah. There were just minor scuffles there. Serious. The red flag warning was up, but things calmed down soon after. And we're very lucky nothing happened today. I'm very relieved about that.
Yeah, it got pretty hairy there for a while.
Really tense. Myself and another reporter were actually pushed up the ledge. We were towards the. We were still inside, but there was just so many people pushing, and there's no barricades that a few of us were actually pushed off the ledge, and that's why for the camera like go all crazy, and a few of us and stuff. But apart from that, nothing really. A few pushes here.
Well, we don't want to see you get hurt over there. It's a very dangerous situation you're putting yourself into, not only of being injured by a policeman or somebody, but also you could be injured by just the environment of falling off or getting pushed off of one of the structures.
Which is very high, and you see there's no barricade. A few people because of that that ledge. So about 2 people were just shoved off, and that's the only incident that I saw.
It looks like that's about, what, 3 meters high?
Not still quite sure. The other guy had a helmet. He landed on his head. He's very lucky he had a helmet on. So he was well prepared as a person.
Yeah, if you're going to land on your head, a helmet is a good thing.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to go out and buy a helmet. I think I will need one.
Maybe like one of those bicycle helmets.
Right. Well, punk up support, which always gets cheers.
The traffic is moving along quite fast by there. It could be quite dangerous if somebody got hit by a vehicle there, too.
Oh God, if this scuffle ended up on the street and vehicles, it would have been very dangerous. Absolutely.
Anyone drop a viewfinder camera?
Okay, there were chippers because of this. They have stopped. They stopped, which is why police had to say, leave the area. So this is what it looks like on the other end of the street. Your officers here, but the dark blues have retreated from this side as well, as we saw previously. But this is the first time you're actually seeing a full view of this end. You can see a lot of the press do have.
Has anything changed with the social workers and their protest?
Their protest was weak. I mean, they remember how they were on the floor. You know, they're basically giving that up. They're social workers. They're not activists, right? So they just wanted to put the station and individually report crime. They had no intention of occupying these headquarters. So that area. And so that's why the students are kind of upset, right? They kind of thought that demonstration, I talked to a few students, and they were quite disappointed at that social work movement. They expected more of an outcry like this than just, you know, what we saw over there. Because they eventually started leaving, and it just, that thing fizzled out quite fast, surprisingly, and disappointingly. But instead, we have this now.
Okay.
So when that dies, this came alive. And so there's large boos whenever a police squadron arrives, or a boos.
I don't think much is going to happen here, James.
Okay, should I leave?
Well,
If something happens, this is the front line.
I need to go have something to eat, and Chris, he just went to go have something to eat.
Okay. It's hard to get back on here. So
Ready to eat yet today?
why don't we cut the broadcast, and if anything else, I'll send you a message and we can start another stream. Because it does look like things have
Yeah,
slowed
that
down.
sounds good. Why don't you get something to eat too?
Alright, sounds good. So I'll
We've
be
been on the
around.
air for enough.
That we can go live again. Alright?
Okay.
So,
Well,
sign off. Okay. Then we'll see you later.
Okay, bye. Haha, surprise, I'm back. Apparently we couldn't stop the broadcast before because Chris walked away. So, and we still got people watching. It was a dead stream. But I'm going to end it now. Thank you for everybody for watching. And this is exclusive. This is like the secret after the trailers exclusive that you'll see. I feel like I should maybe play guitar or say a secret code or something for our listeners at this point. But so the secret word is paladin.